Buying a house together was supposed to be a milestone, a new beginning. Amanda had spent months dreaming out loud, talking about color palettes, furniture arrangements, and backyard barbecues with friends we had yet to invite. She made it sound like a new home would solidify everything in our marriage. And I believed her. I wanted to believe her. So when the mortgage paperwork arrived, I sat down at the kitchen table with a sense of accomplishment. This was proof that we were building a future together. Then, I saw it. A credit card. Under Amanda's name. One I had never heard of before. I stared at the balance, a staggering $12,347.89. 12 grand. Hidden. A sinking feeling twisted in my gut. We had always been honest about money. I handled most of our finances, but Amanda never made big purchases without mentioning them. Or so I thought. I flipped through the bank statements. High-end restaurants. Hotel stays. Jewelry. The dates stretched back months. I clenched my jaw. This wasn't just reckless spending. This was something else. And I was about to find out just how deep the betrayal went. That night, I said nothing. I watched Amanda move through our home, acting like nothing had changed. She kissed me goodnight like she wasn't hiding a mountain of debt and secrets. I didn't sleep. Instead, I did something I never thought I'd have to do. I went through her phone, her laptop, her emails, and I found him. His name was Ryan Carter, a bank manager. And based on their messages, he wasn't just her banker. He was her lover. The messages were explicit. Ryan, you don't have to stress, babe. I told you. I'll approve anything you need. Amanda, I just don't want him to find out. He'd kill me if he knew. Ryan, then don't let him find out. I scrolled further. Photos. Of them. Together. In a hotel room. I gripped the phone so tight my knuckles turned white. This wasn't some mistake. This was premeditated. Calculated. She had lied to me for months, spent our money on another man, and thought I'd never find out. I set the phone down and exhaled slowly. I wasn't going to confront her now. That would be too easy. I wanted her to feel it. I wanted her to experience the kind of destruction she had created. And I knew exactly how to do it. The next morning, I took the day off work and went straight to Wellspring Bank. I walked in, my pulse steady, my jaw tight. I asked to speak to Ryan Carter. A woman at the front desk smiled and told me he'd be out in a moment. Then, there he was. Tall, mid-40s. A cocky, smooth-talking corporate guy who probably thought he could charm his way out of anything. He shook my hand, completely unaware of who I was. "What can I help you with?" he asked, flashing me a practiced smile. I smiled back. "I'm here about a loan." Then, I pulled out the folder and dropped it onto his desk. Ryan's face changed instantly. The color drained from his cheeks as he flipped through the pages. Emails, bank records, hotel receipts. His mouth opened and closed, like he was trying to come up with some excuse. "You see," I said, keeping my voice calm, "I was about to close on a mortgage with your bank. But now that I know the branch manager is sleeping with my wife and approving fraudulent loans, I'm thinking I should take my business elsewhere." Ryan swallowed hard. "Listen, man, this isn't what you think." "Shut up." I leaned in, lowering my voice to a dangerous whisper. "I've already sent copies of this to your regional manager. You might want to start clearing out your desk." His face twisted in panic. I turned to leave, but before I walked out, I looked him dead in the eye. "Oh, and Ryan?" I smirked. "You should call Amanda. Tell her it's over." Then I walked away, leaving him to drown in his own mess. That night, I told Amanda I had a surprise date planned. She lit up, thinking I was in a good mood. She got dressed up, put on her best jewelry, the same jewelry Ryan had probably paid for. She had no idea I had already canceled our mortgage. No idea that I had already filed for divorce. We sat at the restaurant, candlelight flickering between us. Then, I pulled out the folder. Set it down. Amanda's smile faltered. "What's that?" she asked, her voice tight. I slid it across the table. "Open it." Her hands shook as she flipped through the pages. Her face turned pale. First, the credit card statements. Then, the loan documents. Then, the emails. Then, the hotel receipts. She gasped, her breath shaking. Her eyes filled with tears. "Noah." I leaned in. "Check your phone." She hesitated. Then, she saw the email. Sent to her parents, her friends, her boss, every single person she had lied to. Amanda let out a shaky sob. "You ruined me," she whispered. I smiled. "Now we're even." Then I stood up, and I left her there, alone, with everything she had done. The aftermath. Amanda tried calling me, begging, crying, but it was too late. Ryan? Gone. Fired for fraud and misconduct. Amanda? Broke. Jobless. She thought she could cheat and walk away clean. Instead, she lost everything. And I never looked back. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more gripping tales of betrayal, revenge, and justice. Your support means everything. Stay tuned for the next intense story. You won't want to miss it.